Thank you.
Can I? Oh wait.
Your vest is looking a little shit, Anton.
I took all my goggles.
I have some.
Hmm.
Cherry radio.
I kept my radio.
Let's see.
I'm starving.
Do you need food?
I just hear something starving. Just some water. Alright, just kind of a before the meeting thing. Who do we suspect individually who raided the compound?
Well, based off a couple of factors, I think Sirius involved Broken Arrow because of the bag left in Wallace's possessions.
I agree. I have never seen
Think they're that stupid though?
No one
They
else
think
has
they can
those
try to plant
bags.
evidence.
Either way, I think they're involved because Sirius is very close with the Riders. He's with them all the time. Not only that, but they don't give out that bag to anyone.
Do we know that for sure that Sirius is a friend of the Riders?
Yes, he's always with them. I've encountered them multiple times together, going on adventures and doing business.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe Sirius wanted to stay anonymous on this and helped, or had the Riders help him.
I could see that as a possibility. We do know Sirius doesn't exactly like us. He's just forced to.
Now, was this dry bag a LNS bag, or was it a Broken Arrow bag?
I believe it was a LNS bag that only Broken Arrow has possession of.
I got you. Hey,
Hey, what's up?
not much. Not much. What about you, D-Mac? Who do you
Is this the meeting?
Not yet, not yet. Wait for Gaunt. He's almost here, I'm sure.
Okay.
No, I think it's. I don't think they're stupid enough to leave a bag of their own. It literally has their fucking name on it. It's just something. It's just a hard pill for me to swallow. I understand they don't give them out, but anybody can get one. And they'll think not, but we've proven it that we can get just about whatever we wanted. I think it. Honestly, I think it might go a little bit deeper. I don't think the Riders would do it. We've never fucked with the Riders. They have no reason to. Never robbed them. We never taken anything from them. Now, Sirius, I think he definitely played a part in it. It's disdain towards us.
That's
But-
where you're wrong.
Oh, Gaunt is here. What the fuck?
How's that?
We exist. That is Ryder's problem with us. We have burned down their friends' settlement. We have slaughtered their friends. We've eaten people. In the past, the riders have been against cannibalism.
They had
Okay,
every
but
reason to break in.
either maybe. I mean, I don't see them wanting to come in here for what purpose? Because we've
Who else would have the
shot some
manpower
friends.
and resources, though?
That as well.
I can't think of anyone else who would have the manpower, resources, or even a history with us to be able to accomplish this feat.
I mean, I could think of a couple people, like somebody like Svetlana, for instance, and all of her people that
They don't
surround
have the
her. I mean,
resources or people, really. The amount of
I don't
things they
know.
took from
What do you
us,
consider
both bases.
resources? Because
Human
it doesn't take
resources,
much to
and
come in here while we're asleep.
Yeah,
Human
but they hit
resources,
both
The time frame,
locations at the same time.
yeah. And with the time frame, with the amount of manpower that group would have, it would be impossible.
So what, about 14 people? And if they're pulling wool over people's eyes, and they can say Svetlana for Woodhaven, everything that we have done to every settlement that she's been a part of. I mean, it's passive, but
I mean, at the same time, though, the people that she surrounds herself with wouldn't be able to accomplish something like this. They're all pussies. They wouldn't know how to go about anything. They
and
wouldn't
that's
be
why I
able to
think
do
they would
this.
do it while we're asleep.
Nah, they
I don't
do
think
not
they're
have.
capable.
Yeah, they don't have the power to
Okay.
orchestrate this.
I was
But
in
if they're
That makes
Portland.
no
pulling the wool over
sense.
Let me
people's
interject.
eyes
Hold
and
on.
use,
I'm
yeah.
gonna back up here what D-Mac's saying. I was talking to Lucy, over at the stash, and they were saying how Damien, the old Watcher, damned person, uh,
Uh-huh.
is basically going around saying the same shit that the posters that are found around the island are saying.
Okay.
They
That's
could
something to
jump on the
follow up on.
bandwagon there.
And that's
On
why
They've
we
top of
never
this,
taken action
Lana's also
previously.
moving all of her stuff. She read that, Timothy, that Lana and her people are moving away from a new base that they just built within the past week or two to undisclosed location.
yeah we
Okay.
went to their old base
But
and it's been
that,
pretty much
see,
emptied
here's
out.
the thing. Here's the thing. If think about it real hard, can you give me any significant major reasons as to why they would do this and be able to do this and orchestrate this?
Because of the shit we took from them, they could come back and try to get it back, I guess.
Okay, that's your only reason.
Now, no. If they are aligning with, say, this crazy ass cult out here, it was apparent she was there watching us look for them when Pedro died.
Well, it would
I could
seem
think
they
of
were
some
at
more, but
ends that day. After
she
all,
didn't
the
act
cult
very.
killed
She didn't act
Pedro.
very scared or really cared that much that the cult killed Pedro. Didn't seem like she gave a fuck.
Didn't she shoot at you guys in a panic, wondering where Pedro was and if you were the enemy?
I didn't shoot at me.
She shot at one of you.
She shot at somebody that ran in the door, I think.
I think we're getting a little off
Yeah,
topic.
okay.
We're trying to figure
Yeah.
out suspects,
Yeah.
right? Like, so,
Let's go ahead.
on one hand, we've got, the Riders, Sirius, and BA. On the other hand, we have, I guess, the mutants, right?
Well, let's talk to Navy then, real quick, because obviously we've been having dealings with LNS, having to bodyguard them during talks with the Navy. I believe Ben took a finger from Vincent a little while back as well. Do we have any knowledge, anybody here that was there for that encounter?
It's true.
I guess not. That's where I would
I
like
think-
to have been here, but I guess he didn't want to be here.
Yeah, I think. Well, Vincent, isn't he close with the riders as well? What if they were all working together there? Because Vincent on his own, he wouldn't have the manpower.
Here's how I'd put it. All right. So, one clue is the fact that they made our apparent cannibalism an issue in their poster. Now, no mutant group would do that because they all know, as well as we, that this island is too used to that kind of shit. And if you look back and think about it, the only people who have an issue with that sort of thing are old world organizations and military powers. Now, the things that fall under that are Alter, fucking the Riders, LNS, I suppose, Espen. I don't know about Stag. Well, actually, doesn't Espen incorporate
I just
mutants
had a thought.
into their
They do, yeah.
into their ranks? Yeah, okay.
LNS have a strong dislike for cannibalism and mutants, correct?
They
Yeah.
do.
Why not have Cirrus? You know, in Cirrus's mind, it would be a perfect opportunity to raid us and look for evidence to get us fired.
Exactly. He has a strong dislike for us. He could easily just flip it, say that we're cannibals. Maybe that's his angle.
That poster.
Maybe.
That poster is awfully worded like how Cirrus speaks.
I would agree.
I wouldn't focus too much on the cannibalism. It's a propaganda piece. It could have been anybody still.
No,
You should focus more on like how it's
that's
said.
that's not true. This island is too used to cannibalism, and they know as well as we that nobody would give a fuck about whether or not we ate people.
Yeah, they're trying to convince people that it is bad, and I do think that Cirrus may be the culprit.
And the only people who've had an issue with something like that in the past have been the Riders, have been Sanctuary, meaning Mad Hatter or Vincent, whatever the fuck his name is.
On the other hand,
Yeah, I
though,
mean,
we give mutants a very hard time about eating meat, eating human, right? And if it was them who came in
Vincent's-
here and discovered it, then they could take that angle too.
Vincent's been pretty pally with the mutants.
True, but he's also been pretty buddy-buddy with all the Riders and Sirius as well. After all, y'all saw them all fucking coddled around Island George up north of Portland. Did you not?
That's true, they were pretty close.
This is all kind of coming together because Island George hates us, and you know it. All of us know it.
I think Vincent hates us too. Sirius. Not sure if he hates us, but he has a strong dislike, at the very least.
And
What
you
if it's all
know,
the manpower, right? What if it's multiple groups?
and we can't rule Alter into this either because they had no fucking idea that we claimed ownership of the tower. They thought it was the fucking TA coming back, for fuck's sake. Not only
They've
that,
learnt their lesson.
but they left all. If it was them, why the fuck would they leave all of their fucking armbands here? Seems like whoever took shit left all the Alter armbands for some fucking reason. Just food for thought.
Let's go bring those armbands over.
they left. They left a pair of altar gloves as well of my stuff. Where it was.
let's get a quick summary of